I heard a rumor. Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the West, more specifically. We are in Vallejo, California, and it is a glorious day. I have stopped over here at KFC for the grand return of one of my favorite menu items. This is the first time they've released this item in 10 years. I've been waiting a solid decade to get this item back. This item originally debuted in 2010, and of course, I am talking about the KFC Double Down. It is a chicken sandwich. It is a masterfully crafted chicken sandwich that uses no bread. Instead of bread, they use 2 chicken breasts as the bun, and in the middle, there is bacon, cheese, and special sauce. This was they originally made the announcement April 1st, April Fool's Day of 2010. Some people believed it to be a joke, a gag, and KFC has done gaggy things before. They've released like chicken scented perfume, chicken scented scented candles. So you know, KFC is known to do a few publicity stunts, and I think a lot of people thought on April 1st when they announced the Double Down that this was somewhat of a tongue-in-cheek menu item. But I know it became very popular. I think Stephen Colbert started talking back. These are back in the day when he had his Colbert Report show, and so it kind of would be a little bit viral. And I myself, I remember going out, buying the sandwich. I was excited. I didn't do videos back then, but I did. I remember taking a photo of myself and posting a Flickr with the Double Down, and yeah, I actually loved the Double Down. I thought it was a great sandwich. You know, I eat sandwiches all the time. I'm not the biggest like bread eater, so I thought the idea of having meat as the bun was kind of ingenious. So it actually became like the main thing I would order when I went to KFC, but they actually discontinued it in 2014, and it has been off the menu since then. But just a few days ago, they announced that they'd be bringing back the Double Down, so I'm very excited. I just went through the drive-thru. It's a KFC A&W combo, so the bag doesn't actually say KFC on it. It's a A&W bag. But in this bag, we have 2 Double Downs. They asked if I wanted regular or spicy, and I'm like, this is such a momentous occasion, I'll have both. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we ordered here. The Double Down. We'll start with the original Double Down here. Fried to order. It says fried to order. It says, yeah, it says Kentucky Fried Chicken. Does anyone remember, like, in the 90s, when fried food was considered the devil? That's when they changed it to KFC. That's when they wanted to get away from using that fried word. And they started calling, I think they actually started calling it chicken fresh, was it kitchen fresh chicken? I think was like the name they tried to replace it with, but that never caught on. This bag is enormous. I don't remember, wow, I don't remember Double Downs being this big. I may have made a mistake by ordering 2 of these. Look at this monster that we're dealing with here. Got it wrapped in paper there to protect our hands. That's the one thing about bread, is that you know, it's a nice thing to hold on to. It's dry. You know, holding on to fried chicken is a little greasier. This is way bigger. The old Double Down, I would say probably about that big. It was just like a small little chicken breast patty. This is like, I don't know, a huge patty. I don't know if it's pounded out or bigger, or they're using bigger chicken. This is, I don't know if you can really appreciation. Yeah, these are huge chicken breasts right here. This one sandwich is a whole meal right here. So I guess without further ado, we'll bite into it. Again, it's the fried chicken, bacon, cheese, and special sauce. So it's kind of hard to bite into, biting through these two fried chicken patties. This is like the extra crispy chicken that they're using. So it is pretty dense and really crunchy to bite through. I do remember at one point, I almost remembered, this is another memory from KFC, is they had the grilled chicken. They had grilled chicken at KFC. It was really good. The chicken on the bone was really good. And I know they had a grilled Double Down at one point too. I actually think I liked the grilled one. The grilled Double Down was better than the fried one. Also, I think the sauce is different. I really don't, I'm really not understanding. Okay, this one's got some sauce on it. I think it's like, okay, I think it's like a honey mustardy sauce. I feel like the original Double Down, it's been a while. Obviously, it's been 10 years at least. But I think it used to have a different sauce on it. I think they had like a tangier sauce. This is, it's interesting. I'm thinking it's honey mustard. It's a little different though. Almost has a little, I don't know. I gotta look up what this sauce is. It almost has like a little bit of blue cheese flavor to it. I'm gonna see if I can look up what kind of sauce that is. Okay, doing some research here on my phone. The current Double Down, it says it has the Colonel's Real Mayo, which the mayonnaise, like I said, the mayonnaise has an interesting taste. Almost has like it's weird, like almost like a blue cheese taste. I wasn't quite sure what I was tasting. It felt like blue cheese, but apparently that's the Colonel's Real Mayo. So I guess it's mayonnaise. I don't know if it's like a special KFC mayonnaise. Now the original Double Down had like a more tangy sauce on it, which I'm thinking, from what I'm gathering, was what they call KFC sauce here. So I think they definitely changed up the Double Down a bit. They used a different piece of chicken, a big crispy piece of chicken. They've switched to the interesting tasting mayonnaise. So it's a little different than the original. They definitely changed things up. I think I definitely prefer the original Double Down. It was easier to eat. The patty was easier to eat. And the sauce, I like the original sauce better than the mayonnaise version. All right, let's try the spicy Double Down here. Okay. The spicy Double Down's got different, it's got the orange, mysterious orange sauce on it. So let's see if I can show you guys. There we go. There's the orange sauce. So let's taste the orange sauce. I like the spicy one better, I think. It's not too spicy. Fast food spicy is definitely different. Fast food spicy is always toned down. It's always more of a mild spiciness. But yeah, I like that better. I like that tangy. Oh, they're not really that tangy, but it's like a hot sauce, like it's kind of like a standard hot sauce. So I think that definitely gives a little extra kick to the Double Down. So yeah, I would recommend ordering the spicy Double Down. But yeah, both of them are worth trying. This is so much food. I think these are twice the size of the old Double Down. So this is a full like chicken dinner in your hand here. So I'm glad it's back. It's only back for I think they said 4 weeks. So I have a limited time on which we can consume Double Down. So maybe I'll need to eat a few of them. This is one of my strategies. Like, McDonald's brings out the McRib, and you never know when the McRib's gonna be back. So I try to eat so many McRibs that I don't want to eat any more McRibs, that I literally make myself sick of eating them. That way I don't miss them when they're gone. It's an interesting strategy. But I didn't want to just, I wanted to, while we're doing this, while we're doing novelty fast food items, I saw this the other day, and I just had to purchase it. This is Pepsi and Peeps. This is Peep flavored Pepsi. Peeps is in the little marshmallow rabbits and chicks that you get for Easter. So I'm not expecting this to taste good. I don't think there's a universe where this tastes good. You notice, like, these soda companies, they're now marketing stuff on like freak show factories, like Peeps and Pepsi. Like, what does that taste like? I gotta try that. So we'll give this a try. Again, it's funny, you know, they put something out because they know that people like me will try it. This came in a 10-pack, so unless this just blows my mind and turns out to be way better than I thought, I'm stuck with an extra 9 of these that I'm not gonna know what to do with. I shouldn't, you know what, I shouldn't be bashing this before I even try it. You know, maybe Peep Pepsi is the soda I've been looking for my entire life. It smells like Peeps. And I remember, you know what? When I was a kid, I loved Peeps. And you know what? Every time I eat Peeps, I kind of like them. But I remember I would get the Peeps in my Easter basket, and they would like be left out from overnight, and they'd have like a staleness to them. Like the shell gets crispier when you leave it out, when you leave it unpackaged. So the crunchy, like stale Peeps were actually superior to the fresh, soft Peeps. So put this off long enough. Let's obviously it's very sweet. It's got kind of a, yep, got that marshmallow, the marshmallow flavor in it. The marshmallow is strong. I would almost say this is a marshmallow flavored soda, which is interesting because they actually had the Coke Marshmallow Specialty Edition, that didn't taste like marshmallow. It was just designed by a DJ named Marshmallow. So I'd say if you love marshmallow flavor, you'd probably enjoy this. Like, this isn't as horrible and overpowering as I thought it would be. It's kind of like drinking a Peep. I don't know if I would drink this like just to drink it, but anyways, I don't know, I'm not gonna, oh man, look at this. Just take a look at this. Those are my 2 Double Downs. There's so much food left. I really feel bad because I don't want to waste food, but I ordered so much. That's 4 chicken breasts. And actually, my total, I got another drink and I got these 2 Double Downs. My total was $23. So no one needs to eat more than 1 Double Down, I don't think. So I'm gonna eat as much of this as I can so I don't have to throw away any of it. But yeah, I'm gonna get some of this down. Well, that's another thing about the Double Down. I think I could probably, it comes in these like, these foil wrappers, like much like Chick-fil-A. So, you know what, sandwiches don't keep very well because of the bun. This is another advantage of having a meat bun. I think this would taste good, you know, later. I could probably wrap these up and eat them either for dinner or for a snack at 2 in the morning. Okay, so I was able to finish the spicy Double Down, but I think I'm gonna have to save the OG Double Down, maybe for later. Hopefully this will hold up and I can have a little snack later. But there's something else I wanted to check out here in this part of California. So follow me. these solid green hills they have out here are actually really, really beautiful. And we have landed in Fairfield, California, here in front of the Jelly Belly Visitor Center, makers of the America's favorite jelly bean, the tiny, delicious Jelly Belly jelly beans. This, actually, I remember when I used to travel through Wisconsin visiting family, I would always make it a point to stop at the Jelly Belly factory tour there. And one reason we buy stuff there is they'd sell these giant bags of misshapen, rejected jelly beans called, what they call them, belly flops. So I get the big sacks of deformed jelly beans to take home. Now, I just looked on my phone. Apparently, the Wisconsin location is closed down. I had no idea. I did not know that until today. So that actually makes me really sad, because that was kind of a tradition to stop there on any trip to Wisconsin. But we are here at the California version of the Jelly Belly factory. So I wanted to check this out. A lot of people had recommended I check this out while I was in the area. So let's go into the Jelly Belly Visitor Center. Here we are at 1 Jelly Belly Lane. You can see the Jelly Belly mobile there. And look at this. This actually looks like this is, in addition to being the Jelly Belly Welcome Center, it's actually an official California Welcome Center as well. So let's check this out. Sounds interesting. Oh wow, got jelly beans floating through the sky. And as we enter, we have these jelly bean portraits of the Harry Potter characters. If you get up close, you can see the faces there completely constructed out of jelly beans. Over here we have Dumbledore and Hagrid, and this is the he who should not be named, Mr. Voldemort, the man with no nose. We got our Easter candy here in the display, complete with bunnies made out of jelly beans. Well, and up here we have the times in all around the world, all the different time zones. Here in Fairfield, Chicago, New York, London, Frankfurt, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Sydney. Now here is an homage to Mr. Ronald Reagan, who actually plays a huge part in Jelly Belly's success. He was a huge jelly bean eater, and his it almost became like a joke of his love of jelly beans, but he actually endorsed Jelly Bellies as his favorite jelly bean, which caused them a massive amount of success. And actually, the blue jelly bean was designed specifically for Ronald Reagan when he wanted to have a red, white, and blue mix of jelly beans. A little cafe over in this section of the visitor center. You can see the counter here. Some of the food that they serve jelly bean shaped burgers and jelly bean shaped pizzas. Interesting. I am curious if they do still have the belly flops, the rejected jelly beans. We have different specialties, the candy corn there. It's the cherry lubber mix. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, you can see these dispensers here where you can buy the different colors by the pound. Oh, I love they have, look at this, they have 2 different flavors of orange soda. You can get Sunkissed or Crush flavored Jelly Bellies. Yeah, just a wonderful collection. I don't love all of them. I don't like the toasted marshmallows, a little off. I don't like the popcorn one, but yeah, I love a good Jelly Belly. And of course, the legendary Bean Boozled game, where you eat jelly beans. Each one is 2 different flavors. One is a nasty flavor, like for instance, the cappuccino or liver and onions are indistinguishable. There is birthday cake and dirty dishwasher. It's really fun. It's really fun because they're really super gross. They really do taste bad. And it's fun to watch your friends eat nasty jelly beans. Oh, here they are. The belly flops. These are the irregular jelly beans. These are the rejects from the factory. They sell them here in these big sacks. You see, you buy 3 bags, you get 2 free, so 5 bags, $12 per bag. So yeah, you can do your math there. That's a lot of jelly beans. I used to always get big sacks of these at the store in Wisconsin. I eat them so much that my mouth would bleed. Let's see the giant inflatable Jelly Belly character there floating above the shop. I purchased my tickets here for the tour and museum. It was only $7 to add that on. So the lady said, this is my ticket to get in. This is a paper hat. She says that you're required to wear this paper hat through the entirety of the tour. She did say that I could just wear this hat. So let's see what we can do here. All right, so here we go. I managed to get the Jelly Belly paper hat on top of my Carpetbagger pin hat. So I guess we can head into the tour. All right, tour rules. Please keep your hats on at all time. Please refrain from eating and drinking. No flash photography, and have a great tour. So let's head up these jelly bean steps here. They've got Jelly Belly carpeting there. Okay, this way to the tour. And this jelly bean hallway here. See the different flavors. All right, on our factory tour. And look at this, you can look down onto the factory floor and see some packaging, Jelly Bellies there. I can actually smell a very strong smell of root beer in the air. Wait, what's that down there? See some packaging going on down there, so they put them into the little bags. Oh, here is some more Jelly Belly portraits, appropriately enough. We have Ronald Reagan, the patron saint of jelly beans, the Statue of Liberty there, and then some more U.S. presidents, Mr. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Ben Franklin, fun fact, never president, and then Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, I do like this, kind of a self-guided factory tour where you just kind of walk along and look down onto the workers as they package these different confections. Oh, we have a quiz here. What was the world's first savory flavored jelly bean? I'm gonna go this. I don't like these, but the Jelly Belly popcorn flavor I know is popular with some. Oh, and I am right, the buttered popcorn. And what is this? You hit this button right here. Is it? Oh, okay, it's lofting out the scent of popcorn scented jelly beans. Look down there, you can see a trash can full of jelly beans. I wonder if those are the the belly flops, the rejected jelly beans. And they do have jelly bean art hanging in the rafters, all these pop culture figures in jelly bean form. Oh, look down here. See all those vats of candy. Just like the raw candy there. Some of those I think are jelly beans, some of those are different other varieties of candy. Oh, and look at this. It takes a lot of sugar to make all this candy. It's just all these giant bags of sugar. And let me reiterate, it smells amazing in here. The air itself smells of candy. Oh, you can see that conveyor belt dropping candy down the chute, filling up these big bins. And then look at that, this giant robot arm moving these bins of candy around. Oh, we've got a game here on the tour, the Bean Blitz. Okay, I'm a goalie. I'm trying to block these jelly beans from getting into the goal. There we go. Away, stay away. Stay away, jelly beans. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's hot in here. Here's some candy molds. This is the mold to create candy corn. There's sour bunnies there. And these are Mellow Cream Halloween collection. They got little witches and owls and black cats there. Some of the gummy molds here, including gummy pet rats. Oh, look down there, you can see they have the jelly bean mold going through that machine. It's pouring like the hot liquid candy, and you can see the empty molds going into the machine, and then the jelly bean goo being pulled in, and it comes out the other side with the mold full of beans. See the stack of beans there cooling in their molds. The instructions here on how they build a bean, like we just saw, they pour the sugar and starch down into the machine that leads into the mold. I guess that liquid of sugar, water, and corn syrup is called slurry. Ooh, that sounds delicious. And they make enough slurry to make 200,000 jelly bean centers. That's enough to travel to the top of the Empire State Building more than 9 times. Jelly Belly Kitchen can produce 50 tons of slurry per day. That's as much as 16 elephants. Always love how elephants are often used as a system of measurement. Yeah, look at all those different colors of candy down there. Looks delicious. Oh, look at that. We got the jelly bean. Oh, look at that. We got the jelly bean cowboy there on top of that robotic arm. Got boxes coming over here. Let's see. Okay, there. He grabs the boxes and oh, ride him cowboy there. That's pretty fun there. Just riding the mechanical arm like it's a bucking bronco. That's another robot arm there, moving the jelly beans. Oh, there we go. You can see that worker there hand sorting through the jelly beans. They do some quality control, taking out the misshapen and mutant jelly beans. It's supposed to be going into the belly flop packaging. I can't even imagine what a meticulous job this is, sifting through those seas of black jelly beans, looking to make sure they're all perfect. Yeah, you can see her throwing throws the bad ones onto a little separate conveyor belt, where I guess they'll be taken off to where they need to go. There you can finally see them being placed in their final packaging there. Yes, the Jelly Belly company does not shy away from showing their appreciation of Ronald Reagan, the Jelly Bean president. There's Reagan, Ronald Reagan, Nancy there. So many Ronald Reagan portraits made of jelly beans. There's 2 more Reagan paintings. These ones aren't made out of jelly beans, though. They are made out of paint. Here we enter the Jelly Bean art gallery, where we can see non-Reagan pieces of jelly bean art. We got Batman there. Got American Gothic. Santa Claus himself, a man who has brought children a few jelly beans over the years. The girl with the pearl jelly bean. and Anna and Elsa from Frozen. There we have Yoda and John Wayne up there. There's the Mona Lisa in jelly beans. This big mean old bear. And I don't know who this is. If anyone knows who this lady is, please leave a comment in the comment section. So I was actually really impressed by the factory tour here, in that it really was, oh, this is This is blowing off. So I can fix that. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I was really impressed by the factory tour. Oh man, this isn't gonna work. This is blowing off. I have it pinned to my hat with a pin. I stuck a pin through it. Anyways, I was really impressed by the factory tour in the fact that it was a factory tour. Now, as much as I loved the one in Wisconsin, the Jelly Belly tour in Wisconsin, it actually was not a factory tour. It was a warehouse tour. So they took you on a train and rode you around a bunch of piles of cardboard boxes. So as fun as I love stepping there, the tour was a little left to be desired in the tour because they didn't make them there. They only shipped them there and stored them in a warehouse. So they took you on a train and showed you all the cardboard boxes full of jelly beans. But this was a absolute genuine factory tour. You could look down, you could see jelly beans being made, people making them, and you don't have a lot of factory tours anymore. Factory tours used to be a big part of like the American roadside experience. All these different companies would invite you into their factories to see how their products were made. Now, a lot of companies shipped their factories overseas, so they're no longer available for travelers to view. And also, I think there's legal reasons you don't want people in your factory tour, just, you know, for legal safety. You don't have a bunch of people taking pictures of maybe trying to find you doing things wrong, or you know, or someone gets hurt. It's a whole lawsuit. So I'm happy that the Jelly Belly company does allow people to step back into their factory and have a tour. It's kind of it's definitely a throwback type of attraction to be able to see into the factory tour. I can't think of very many factory tours that are still out there as attractions. I know the Louisville Sluggers factory has a tour. And if anyone knows any other factories that have tours still, leave that comment in the comment section. It'd be interesting to see how many factories out there still give tours of their actual facilities. I know Hershey's no longer gives an actual factory tour. They turned it into a dark ride, which is pretty cool and fun, but still they don't take you into the real tour. It's a replica tour. So yeah, leave in the comment section, what factories still have factory tours? And is my hat blown away yet? Okay, it's just hanging on there by a pin. But our Jelly Belly experience is not over, because across the parking lot from the factory, we have the Jelly Belly Museum. You know, I don't know what this character's name is. He's the Jelly Belly mascot. I don't know if his name is just Jelly Belly or if he has his own identity and name. But anyways, let's head in to the museum here. And here we have a history of the Jelly Belly company, I guess starting back in Belleville, Illinois. You can see they progressed over the years, moving around. I guess they were in St. Louis at one point, back to Belleville, and then moving to Cincinnati and to Chicago. Speaking of Chicago, they have the Art Institute of Chicago and that iconic lion that is outside. There's actually two lions outside of the Art Institute of Chicago. I actually went there with my family over the summer, and the lions were gone. They had been taken down for restoration purposes. They have their history here in jelly bean form. The Golitz Candy Making Company. So their old logo here with the rooster on it. And apparently the company was one of the first to produce candy corn. See the candy delivery truck there being piloted by the Jelly Belly. You can see a lot of the vintage candy making equipment here. Oh, and as you look up, you can see the giant jelly beans all dangling over our heads. Some of the old candy packaging here. You can see the old candy corn box. This is the Model B printer. It says it was the first printer that could print on edible products. So I guess the jelly beans would go through there and it would stamp the logo of the company onto the bean. And would you believe it, another section dedicated to Ronald Reagan with some of his cufflinks there. Oh, it says Ronald Reagan's favorite flavor was black licorice. So I may need to call into question his jelly bean credibility. Not a fan of black licorice. My dad loves the black licorice jelly beans, or he would eat them all out of my Easter basket, but I never cared much for them. Here's the custom-made Ronald Reagan jelly bean jar, which he would use to give gifts of jelly beans to his friends. Here's some fun candy molds. We saw the rat molds in the factory tour. Also made rattlesnakes. And these are called space heads. Yes, it's a kooky, zany alien head. It's a massive armed military vehicle in here. I guess this is a promotion for another local museum, the American Armory Museum. And there we have our jelly bean character dressed as Napoleon Bonaparte. These rabbits here are from a local art project, you know, where the communities will often take an animal mold and each group will customize it in their own way. Well, here is the Jelly Belly customized jackrabbit. He's wearing a top hat there. His nose is made of jelly beans. His eyes are encrusted with jelly beans. He's got jelly beans in his ear holes. And here's some jelly bean sculptures. This is a, this is a monkey from the Chinese New Year. Okay, these are all different years from the Chinese New Year. I know this is the year of the rabbit, and I remember there was a rabbit inside of the store. I thought it was just the Easter bunny, but maybe he's doing a dual purpose as the year of the rabbit and the Easter bunny. But yeah, we got all the different animals here. The rooster, it's the Chinese rat there, the dog, the goat, and the dirty old pig. And a couple of dresses made from jelly bean packaging. Check out these sweet Jelly Belly motorcycles here. And over here, I like this one here where we got the motorcycle with the sidecar. Always thought it'd be fun to ride in a sidecar. I never actually had the honor of riding in a sidecar. Here is the Jelly Belly Chorus Line Theater. You can see the dancing Jelly Bellies doing their dance like the Rockettes. I think this prop here was actually on display at the Wisconsin warehouse tour, but really cool seeing the dancing jelly beans there. So yeah, I had a wonderful time here today at the Jelly Belly Museum and Factory Tour. Now, included with the factory tour, it was $7 for the factory tour. It also came with a 20 flavor Jelly Belly sample pack. So let's here. I really do like Jelly Bellies. Like, I remember when I was a kid growing up, in the Easter basket, you get those big old jelly beans. And I remember going back and eating one of those like a few years ago, and it was disgusting. It's just this big glob of pure sugar. Now the Jelly Bellies, you know, they definitely have a better flavor, you know, more distinct flavor, and you just got the perfect balance there. I think that one was orange sherbet. Let's see what this blue one is here. Blue one is berry blue. Very good. Yeah, I love the flavors of the Jelly Belly. Definitely has a superior flavor to the standard jelly bean, which is basically just sugar. I did get my classic bag of belly flops. Kind of a tradition at the old place in Wisconsin. Every time I drove by, I like to stop and get some belly flops. I just had to get some belly flops for nostalgic reasons. I also saw this. This is Jelly Belly sparkling water. So since we've been sampling strange things all day, let's see what a jelly bean themed sparkling water tastes like. See how refreshing this is. Doesn't smell like anything. Okay, and it is a sparkling water. It's not, sometimes you see like some things are sparkling water, but they're really just soda. This is actually sparkling water, like LaCroix or something like that. So actually, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of sparkling water. Not a big fan of LaCroix. This is probably one of the better ones I've had. It's the very cherry flavor. Wow. I don't know if this, it was only 99 cents. I don't know if this ever caught on or if it's something that is widely served, but I actually like that. I assumed it was gonna be gross, but it's a delightful sparkling water there. So, watching a day's worth of bizarre foods being washed down with the Jelly Belly sparkling water. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on these ridiculous journeys. Hope you enjoy following along with me as I travel. If you like the videos, do subscribe. It does help me out. I travel around the country filming roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun stuff. If you'd like to support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. And also have the enamel pins in the Etsy shop. They're now available. And I'm also doing cameos now, so if you want to send a personal message to a friend, to a family member, or even to yourself, all the information for that is in the description of this video. And all that goes to help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag. It's good.